What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie, and today it is the weekly roundup. But first, I gotta take a sip of tea. It's very hot. This is like a ginger, dandelion, peach concoction. It's very good, and it's also very good because it's hot, and I am freezing cold. So it has been one heck of a week. Just one of those weeks. Just one of those weeks. But before I get into why, let's quickly chat about what happened last week on the Pen channel, shall we? So as always, I've got my iPad here with the videos that I released. So last week on the weekend, I think it was the 20th, I did post the last weekly update, which you guys seem to really enjoy. So these weekly updates are strange. You either love them and watch them a lot, or you don't watch them at all. They haven't quite found their footing yet, but I really like doing them. And so hopefully this one is as awesome. And then on Monday, I posted my review of the Bennu Bourbon fountain pen, which I will say I was not expecting it to do super well, because on Instagram, none of you seem to care about the content. I had KWZ honey in here, so it still smells. But the review seems to be a hit. A lot of you have watched it. A lot of you really liked it. A lot of you have commented. And much like I expected, it is a love it or hate it pen. So definitely polarizing results there. And then on Friday, I posted my final review of the Lord of the Rings map that I unboxed a little while ago. And that unboxing video didn't do great, but it also didn't do abysmal. It wasn't a poor video. It was just slightly under my average views. So I was very surprised to find out that when I posted this, nobody watched it. I think right now it has around 300 views, which is like less views than I even got when I started posting content in the first place. So I think maybe because I mentioned the name of where it's from, which is currently involved in what's happening between a country that starts with R and a country that starts with U, and this came from the country that starts with U, and I won't say just in case. That's why I think it may have been tanked on purpose, because I said where it was from, and I think anything with those two keywords is being hidden from view right now. So that is unfortunate because it's an absolutely stunning piece. But I'm going to leave it up. I'm not going to take it down or anything like that. It is just less than abysmal as far as the views go, which is a surprise. I've never seen anything like it before. So that happened. But in general, the week's videos are doing pretty well. Next week, on Monday, well, obviously this is going to go live on Sunday. On Monday, I'm going to post a Q&A video that I shot. It is a bit long, and by a bit long, I mean it's very long. It's a little, like it's 40 something minutes. But I haven't done a Q&A video in nearly a year, maybe over a year. I don't do them very often, just because people don't tend to watch the whole thing, and it's a lot of work. They are just a lot of work. So I don't do them very often. But I had a great time with this one. There's a pretty wide range of questions that I got, and all of those questions came from my Patreon crew. I won't always do that where I just ask the Patreon crew, for questions. I understand that when I talked in last week, I believe it was, about the pen sale, which I will talk about in a minute, the pen sale that I have that was exclusive to the Patreon folks soon. Then I did get one comment saying that that's not really fair. And this is the kind of trouble that I was anticipating before I started the Patreon, like how do I be fair to the people that support me on YouTube, and also be fair to the people that support me on Patreon, because the people that support me on Patreon are doing both, usually. So this time I decided to do the Patreon only first for about a week before coming to you all, which you'll get in a day or two. So will I do that every single time? Probably not. If I have maybe like just a few pens that I'm selling, I'll just open up to the Gen Pop to everyone. But if I do another massive one like this, I think I'll still do Patreon first. I mean, Patreon has been more of a success than I even thought of it would be. So, there has to be perks for a reason. So it's a catch-22, I feel. So there will be a Q&A on Monday. And then on Tuesday, there will be the wrap-up video. I'm still holding this Benu. The wrap-up for the month as far as my books that I have read, which will have some thoughts, because actually every book I finished this month has been on the Kindle that I just bought. So that's been an interesting experience. And then, of course, my favorite, pen and ink, which was exceptionally difficult to choose this month, because this month I had a lot of new ones that I've been trying out. So super, super difficult to choose there. Tea break. Yum. And then on Friday, I'm going to release likely a fountain pen review. I have two that I have in mind that I'm not sure which one's going to get released yet, so no spoilers. But I have a whole bunch of stuff planned. I mean, I've got just multiple pens I'm looking at right now that I need to review. I even have this leather cover from Galen Leather that I'm going to review at some point as well. I'm just breaking this bad boy in before I really do. And inside here, I have the Cosmo Air Light review that I have actually already posted. And honestly, my paper reviews normally don't do super great compared to pen content, but this notebook was really highly viewed by you all. And I think that's because of the drama with the Tomoe River paper. No one knows really what's happening with that. But then with my pen sale video, the exclusive 1 week window for the Patreon folks is coming up to an end. In fact, when you're watching this, it will be at the end. So basically midnight Sunday into Monday morning. And then their exclusive window will be over. And then I'm going to probably reshoot the video and remove the pens that have already sold. So that way when the rest of YouTube, aka you guys, watch it, you don't have to see the pens that aren't available. So there's that. And then today, the Sunday that you're watching this, I'm going to be mailing out all of the pens that sold from Patreon. I have them actually over here. I boxed them up yesterday. So yeah. So that's kind of the bubble of pens and tea. The actual sale live for you all, I was originally going to do on Monday because I wasn't going to reshoot the video. I was just going to, blurb it all out for you guys. But I think I'm going to reshoot it and I'm going to try and make it a little bit faster pace for you all. So that'll probably come out midweek. So yeah, that is the bubble of pens and tea. And then the personal life has been up and down like a roller coaster. So this week, I started my experience. It's called a career experience with my job. So it's basically stepping out of the role that I usually do and into something completely different that I have never even remotely come close to trying before in my life. And I'm really into it. We haven't fully gotten into it yet. This main week has just been training and kind of getting your feet wet a little bit. It is a work from home job, which has been interesting for Parker because she's like, why are you here but not playing with me? So that's been really interesting to get used to. First few days were a bit of a challenge because of the time difference. Some of the people I'm working with are not in my time zone. They're like 3, 4, 5 hours behind me. So I had to work late and they got to work on time. But now it's a little bit make your own hours, which is really nice. And it's really helpful because my dad had surgery recently, as in on Wednesday. He's totally fine. It was planned. It wasn't like emergency surgery or anything. Both of his shoulders are shot, essentially. So what they ended up doing, he got his left one done on Wednesday. What they did was essentially rebuild as much muscle as they could and reattached them to the bone, which involves like just crazy amount of work. And I don't even know exactly what they did, but all I know is he is in severe pain. And he has a very high pain tolerance. Like, I have never seen him behave like this in my entire 33 years of life on this planet. And it has been very hard to watch. He was given pain pills, to deal with the pain pills, but they are not working. They just don't affect him. He and I are very, very similar in the sense of like Benadryl, for example. My sister and my mom, they could take a single Benadryl and it will knock them on their butt. They will fall asleep for hours. It just knocks them out. My dad and I, nope. I literally took 3 one time and it did nothing. Not a thing. Same thing with Tylenol. My dad and I can take Tylenol, acetaminophen. Does not compute. Doesn't do anything pain relieving wise. Yet we take Advil or ibuprofen. Perfect every time. So it's just funny the way that medicine works with your body. And he's on his second different kind of pain meds right now, and neither of them are working. So he unfortunately has had to just grin and bear this severe pain. He hasn't slept in 3 days. Like, it's bad. He's okay. Like, it's not like it's bad that way. Like, he's totally fine. He's just in severe pain, and he can't do anything. I mean, his whole arm has to be immobile for 6 weeks. So it's been nice that I am able to work from home right now, and I do have a little bit more control over my hours, that if I need to step away for 10-15 minutes, I can, to go help him out. Like he can't put his shoes on. He can't, like, it's just, he's in so much pain right now. So I'm really grateful that this career experience is actually happening right now. It's just been a lot to all of a sudden adjust to all at the same time. And even Parker, you can tell, like, her behavior is not the same. She's not displaying any like concerning behavior. It's just, she's a little more like, what the heck is happening? Because she knows something's changed, but she doesn't know what it is, obviously. But she's okay. She's calming down now. So it has been a lot. And of course, I did not know about his surgery because this got rescheduled twice. So we didn't know that it was, sorry for the awkward cut there. My phone just stopped recording because I ran out of space. But yeah, so I did not know about the surgery, and I did not know about this career experience. It happened very, very, very fast. In fact, I was expecting it to be months and months down the line, assuming it happened at all. So the fact that I also then put the pen sale right in the middle of that, it has just been a redonkulous week. So much so that I'm pooped. I am pooped. So it's been a time, but it's been a great time, but a terrible time, but a great time, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so, oh boy. Next week, like I said, there's some definite still content coming out, so have no fear there. But I'm going to try and slow it down a little bit. I know, obviously, with the pen sale going out to the general public, that will be hectic for the first little bit, just like the last one was, but it's good. These pens need to go to a good home. They're literally just collecting dust here, so I don't like to see pens just collect dust. That's no fun. yeah, so that's been my week in a nutshell. But what about you guys? How's your week been going? If you've watched the video that I did about the map, do you think it is being hushed on purpose? Who knows? I don't know. I don't really know how this stuff works, and that's why I don't say it out loud if that is indeed the case. But guys, thank you for watching. You guys have made this week way awesome. Way awesome. Check out the links down below. There's my Instagram, Discord, and Patreon, of course. If you want to join the fam, lots of good stuff going over there. I do plan on doing some giveaways for Patreon in the month of March. I'm not going to commit myself to a specific time in March just because I don't know what's going to happen in the next week or two with everything that's gone down. But at some point in March, I will do that. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you have not yet done so. Like approximately 50% of my viewers. And as always, I'll see you next time. I appreciate you. Bye. All right, my beautiful patrons, thank you all for your support. If you have recently supported me as a VIP patron or above, and don't see your name, don't fear. This was recorded February 26th, so it will be there as soon as I can get it updated. So we have our ultimate human is Daniel Roddy, and for my VIP fans, we've got Elizabeth, Glenn Kelly, Joan Worthman, Brian Hunter, Aaron C., Luna Wolf Games, Bobby A. Bailey, Stuart Riley, Ute Cruiser, Victor Portugal, Bass, Weilei Chang, Brian La, Lucas Bell, Aubrey Madcore, Marissa Calvo, Eric Lineman, Jessica Chow, Stephen Baldwin, Carol Lowry, Michael Simon, Sean Sturdy, Susan Barrier, Catherine Molina, Robert Myers, Bianca Andrews, Bill Pemberton, Jennifer Galfie, Karen Epstein, Lucy Peralta, Gretchen Peters, and digitaltent.tech. For those who are not VIP tier or above, it does not matter. I still appreciate that you're here and that you make all of the difference. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.